Let the summer madness begin. The sun will make its longest, give us the most daylight hours today, and it's certainly feeling like summer from the nation's icebox to the deep south, and the heat turns up the volume, just like that song, Summer, Summer, Summertime, right? This is America's Morning Headquarters. I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams alongside meteorologist Jim Cantori and Jordan Steele. Greetings to you on this summer solstice, and it could be a cruel start for the summer as the alerts, they are firing up. Look at this. We have heat advisories in the Midwest, and we have all sorts of air quality alerts, which is what we were expecting. We saw a couple yesterday, and we knew with this stagnant air, it was going to get a whole lot worse. If you're in these heat advisories, Cantori, expect it to feel above 100, 107, all the way up into the upper Midwest. Continue. We do get a little bit of a break in the Midwest, so that is the good news. We get a little bit of a break, but look at the heat wave that we have here. Heat advisories, essentially anywhere you see the red shading on the map, we're talking about our temperatures feeling like it's 105, 107. That's what it's going to feel like, and that's because we have a high humidity in the atmosphere. Everywhere that you see a dot also, we have potential records all the way through midweek. We're talking all the way into the UP of Michigan, but holy cow. Minneapolis, 69-degree dew point temperature. It's outrageous. Omaha, 71. Woof, it's muggy as you walk out there. And today we are going to be in the 90s. Marquette, 91 degrees. We're almost 20 degrees above average for today. And the thing is we start off hot. Look at Chicago starting off the day feeling like it's 90 degrees. And we are going to stay right up there all the way until 10 p.m. The sun is set, and it still feels like it is 92 degrees out. So here's a look at our forecast today. We have potential record highs anywhere from the south all the way into the upper Midwest. There you are in Marquette. 73 is our average high. We're going to be at 91. Forget about it. Green Bay, also Detroit. Listen, if we're going to be this hot, we might as well set a record so you have something to show for all this heat. Tomorrow, there's your cool off. Can you believe Marquette is going to drop to 70? We're going to go from the 90s to the 70s, actually below average. And on Thursday, it just continues. We cannot break this heat. Now, for more advice on how to stay safe, interesting how the Baltimore situation is setting up with our upper level low kind of today off the coast, and it retrogrades a little bit tomorrow. And this is what it's going to look like in Baltimore. What does that mean for you? That was more for the meteorologists out there. Basically, you're going to see rain. You're going to see some storms, and here they are for our Wednesday. Our average high, by the way, in Baltimore is 86. We'll be below that on Thursday. Speaking of below, yesterday morning, a record 51 degree for our low in Baltimore. So we were feeling that chill. It's not going to last long, though, because our heat is going to be expanding. Here's our heat dome that we've been dealing with tomorrow. And as we look into the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, we will see those storms start to develop. And as I mentioned, as we go through the day today, we have this piece of energy that's off the East Coast, and it kind of retrogrades tomorrow and will help kick off some storms. But you see everything around the ridge and coming down that boundary, too, on the east side here. We are going to see those storms going from north to south. Usually you see them go from west to east, but we have a boundary. You can kind of clearly see where those two boundaries are set up here into the northeast. So showers and storms really become abundant as we go through the day. It gets a lot worse. So there is that potential for flooding from Syracuse down into D.C. Let's talk about the timing here for Pittsburgh, and we'll see those storms really explode 5, 6 o'clock. These will be heavy downpours and gusty winds. We clear out for bedtime, which is great for us. Not great, however, here for the I-95 corridor because those storms are going to be coming in just when we're going to bed. But Jordan, people that are in the heat are saying, oh, bring me some clouds, bring me some rain. I'll take it.
Or what about a cold front that cools us down?
I would definitely take, I think, the 106 over that 38,
yeah.
I'm just ready for some of that warmth, but I totally get what you're saying there because 106 is no joke. It is really, 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 really hot. If I had to be outside for an extended period, I'd go with 38, but if I could be inside, I'd go with the 106. Am I allowed to do that? Let's have a look at today. Look at the heat going all the way up into Chicago, Minneapolis, Savannah, Raleigh. The only cool spot really is the Northeast, and the dew point temperatures, woof, it is humid. It is feeling You're going to walk outside, you're going to feel that, where you have the 60s in St. Louis, into the Midwest, Omaha, and tomorrow the potential for record highs. And this is really the theme of the week, is the heat. And look at our temperatures tomorrow. Nashville could tie a record. Atlanta could beat a record. Montgomery could beat a record. Macon could beat a record by 4 degrees. That's big time there. Tallahassee, we're going to be close to it. And I say, if you're going to be this hot, you might as well break a record so we have something to show for it. Thursday, we are going to see temperatures again that are going to be near our records. Look at Jacksonville. We haven't been this hot since 1998. That's our record. And as we
right?
How many years has it been now?
I mean, 40 years.
Something like that.
And they look the same.
I love it.
I'll have what they're having.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's head to the beach and show you what we're going to be dealing with for you. And along the East Coast, moderate rip current today. Anywhere from the First Coast all the way down to Miami Beach. And also in the Panhandle, we're going to see a bit of a higher rip current there for us. Water temperatures, woof. I don't know. The boys say that even getting in like 77 is okay. That is chilly. Listen, born and raised in Florida, you can take a girl out of Florida, but I'm telling you, I just don't have, thick enough blood to get in water that cold. But you see the 80s here along the coast for us, and taking you down in some of those beach forecasts is Hilton Head Island. By the way, speaking of TikTok, because I was just mentioning it earlier, I saw a great trick on TikTok. You take a fitted sheet. This is the first time I've ever seen this, and we all have our little beach tricks. This was phenomenal. You take a fitted sheet, and in each corner you put like your bag in one corner, another bag in each corner, so that it stays upright, right? So you have like the fitted sheet upright, and then you take a little towel, and when you step in, you wipe your feet on your towel, and then you're in this like beautiful little area on the sand. You don't have to worry about things getting blown in and whatnot because you have those little barriers from the fitted sheet sticking up.
Abrams, I think you got a little invention right there.
Well, we want to let the summer madness begin. The sun will be giving us the most daylight hours of the year today. It's not correct to say the longest day of the year. The correct way to say it is the most daylight hours. You'll hear people get upset about that, but you know what? We know what you're trying to say. It's not a big deal. It certainly feels like summer. From the nation's icebox to the deep south, as the heat is cranking. The volume, I'm telling you, it is at very high levels. Welcome into America's Morning Headquarters. I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams alongside meteorologist Jim Cantori and Jordan Seal. Greetings to you on this summer solstice, and it could be a cruel start to the summer as we have heat alerts. We're talking temperatures feeling like 105, 107, anywhere you see the red shading on the map. And with that hot, stagnant air quality is a mess from essentially the northeast all the way down into the south. So let's get to it here and start you off in the south with the heat. And Jim, today is hot, but tomorrow is going to get even hotter.
It is.